And some lucky stiffs get the final 2 weeks of the year off from the holidays. As you can see, I am not one of them. But if you're going to be at work during the dead zone weeks, you might as well be productive. Here were some tips about making the most of the last dregs of the year is Faisal Haq, author of Survive to Thrive, 27 Practices of Resilient Entrepreneurs, Innovators, and Leaders. Tell me, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for
How is it that you can be productive during this dead week, and do you enjoy the dead week between these two holidays?
Look, I mean, this is a time to unplug, right, quote unquote, right? So everybody tries to unplug. Mentally, a lot of people checks out. So productivity is an issue during this time of the year, summertime. We see those drop in productivity. But one of the things to remember is that there's this notion of 9 to 5, regular hours. Those are all kind of melting away, right? I mean, we work from wherever, we work from whomever, and even when you run a company like I do, my team has very flexible hours, including myself. I mean, I work this morning, I'm here with you, and then I'll be home and having a lunch, and then that's it. So the idea is that, you have to look at people's intangible motivation, not just tangible motivation. So a lot of time people think that if you give them more bonus or if you earn more money, you're happy and you're productive and you're motivated. The reality is that, simple things like gratitude and mindfulness and being happy about the fact that you actually have a job, a lot of those things makes up to be motivated and productive. And
aside from those helpful hints right there, you do have a checklist of things for management to do to make the most of this week between the holidays. What are a few of those?
First thing is stop managing people and start looking at the managing progress, right? So that creates a mindset, and that also allows people to be more conscious about what makes people fun. So. Simple example, if you are a very, you're in financial industry and you're wearing suit, take it down a notch, put on a jeans, it's okay, have a little get together for lunch, have a get together for coffee, be thankful for the things they're doing for you. All of those stuff adds up because, believe it or not, studies showed repeatedly that when you actually say thank you to people, they are more motivated than handing over a $500 dinner ticket, right? So,
really?
So yeah, it is. Yeah. Because, you want to feel good. And all of us wants to feel good. I mean, obviously you are here, I'm here because we enjoy what we're doing, right? So that sort of thing is far more important than, what they call tangible benefit of doing work.
And how much of the onus should be on the worker, him or herself? During this week, people tend to be getting in a little bit later, they're a little bit more relaxed. Should performance be judged this time of year?
Well, look, the performance, you cannot judge a performance on a 1-day, 2-day basis, right? I mean, it's all organization, all life is, work in progress, as we say, right? So you really have to look at not by hours, but what kind of impact you're making as a whole. And so if you look at that point of view, the thing that a organizational leader can do in terms of being thankful and being grateful and being mindful and have empathy, whatever is going on employee side, an employee can do the same thing. Because, obviously, if the organization doesn't survive, an organization is not making progress, you're not going to have a paycheck, right? So, which if you don't have a paycheck, you'll be much more unhappy than having a paycheck, obviously, right? So from that point of view, I think that notion of that bi-directional empathy and bi-directional gratitude and bi-directional recognition that we're trying to do these things together that benefits both parties, that goes a long way.
This is advice for this specific week, but it seems like a lot of this could be used year-round. What percentage of it do you think is specific to this time of year, and then what can we apply scattered throughout?
I think that advice applies for the whole time. One thing is that during this time, we kind of reflect what we have done. We try to get ready for the next year. We try to appreciate the people we work with. All of that stuff adds a different element. And so you want to create a happy, gratitude-oriented, appreciation for each other type of environment. So relax down your clothing and having a coffee get-together or getting together for lunch. Those are kind of like ancillary things that you can do this more so this time of the year than any other time of the year.
Faisal, thank you so much. We already
Thanks
have
for
the
having me.
relaxed clothing and
Yes,
the
we do.
coffee, possibly.
That's right.
Appreciate it. Thanks for
Thanks for
coming.
having me.